All right, on Pops, let's do some Halloween comic book talk. That's right. Some that are cheap, some that are expensive, some that are investments, some that are hard to find, some that I got for sale right now. Let's talk comics. All right, I'm Pops, and yes, I'm a Batman guy, so it should be no surprise that I'll start with a Batman book. That's right, Batman Madness. This is actually one of two books that are Legends of the Dark Knight specials. There's a Madness that centers around Mad Hatter, and there's actually one called Ghost as well. So both of those are pretty easy to navigate. I actually usually have these for sale around at $5 to $10, depends on their condition. Not too bad, not too good. Just one of those things where you could just sit down, have a good time, read 40 to 50 pages a book, and yeah, pretty good. So yeah, this one involves Barbara Gordon gets kidnapped by the Mad Hatter, and Commissioner Gordon won't let her trick or treat. Blah blah blah. Kind of fun little Elseworlds tale. Kind of fun. Yeah. All right, I know what you're gonna say, Pops. What is going on with this one? That's right, Zombie Popeye. That's right. You did not think there was such a thing. Indeed, Popeye Classic Comics number 65. This is actually not an old book. This is actually a newer series that they did with Popeye, and they did a variant cover with, I guess, zombies. That's right. Lynn Danovich does a cover from 2017. This book is a 1 in 10 variant for IDW, who was not well followed of Popeye, obviously 60 books in, who's reading Popeye. So not an easy book to find. Pretty rare. And I do think the price can run you just a really good chunk of change. I mean, you're going to find a graded copy for the wall, $400-500. I mean, crazy, but what a cool cover if you're into this kind of thing. Zombie Popeye. That's right, Popeye Classics. This is number 65 from 2017. So kind of an unforgettable one with all of the crazy entrails and stuff. Just crazy gross, man. Yeah, nuts. All right, how about not gross but super cool? Werewolf. That's right. This is something that Abomination AJ will have to tag you in the description there. You'd be down for this, right? Dead of Night. This is a Max comic, which is more of sort of like that edgier Marvel era type stuff. Gets a little edgier. It's a 4-issue miniseries, kind of done through the Marvel Max imprint that they did back in 2009. Super good book. Super fun. Again, 4 issues. It's Werewolf by Night type stuff. I just gotta love the fact that they kind of got into a little bit more because Werewolf by Night, Jack Russell is kind of a normal dude. He's got a wife and a baby now. Things are fine, but then of course he turns into this crazy monster. And there you go. Best laid plans. So good fun read. Good fun read. A little harder to find. Probably $30 or so for the first issue. Probably the whole set's going to run you 50-60 bucks, but might be able to find reader copies cheaper. I don't know of it being reprinted into a trade, but could have. But yeah, Werewolf by Night. All right, let me get to another rare, weird one to find. That's right, Vampire X23, basically, right? A 1 to 15 variant cover for X23 number 2. This is a book that people just love X23. And then when you add in vampires and stuff like that, the rarity of being a 1 in 15 book, this is from 2011. You'll see prices on this that are completely staggering. I think the market is softened enough for now that this is a $250 book, probably graded. You can probably find around 500, but you're going to find prices that are way more exorbitant than that. But a crazy price book for something that's not very old. But again, that Mayhew vampire cover, super highly sought after from 2010, 2011. Yeah, I don't know if you're into that kind of thing or not, but it's one that's really got a big market for. Well, you guys know how much I love Spawn. Look at the cover. That's all I can say, right? Orange and black Spawn books. This is Spawn number 88. McFarlane and Capullo does the great work here. And just beautiful cover. I don't think this is something I'm going to be out there touting because, it's such a great read. But imagine just having this beautifully slabbed on your wall somewhere. Just seems like something worthy of consideration. Raw, ungraded, near mint, probably around 15 to 20 bucks. A little harder to find because of the drop off in Spawn books during that sort of timeline. But look at that. That's just great. Great Halloween fun. Beautiful book. All right, this is the 2016 annual from the Punisher run done by Jerry Conway. This is the Raza variant cover. This is Frank's up to his old tricks. That's right. It's crazy stuff on Halloween, monsters, things of that nature that Punisher is trying to find a killer. And there you go. It is a super cool, fun cover, dark and edgy. Again, not priced too expensive. It's just kind of one of those things that just turned out to be really, really cool. And I like the ambiance of the way the lighting is there with the pumpkin head. So yeah, 10, 15, $20, probably what you can expect on this one. Really nice, fun cover. Some folks don't know there is Stranger Things comics. That's right. Stranger Things comic book. This is actually a one shot, a standalone story that you can get. A Dark Horse issue from 2020, not very long ago. The Child Eater of Hawkins. That's right. So there you go. You've got them in their little tent underneath and pumpkins in the foreground. Just kind of a nice little add to the mix for a Halloween time this year. 10, $20, 10, 15, $20. So yeah, Halloween for Stranger Things fans. Let me make sure no one's trying to pull my comic book credentials by not talking about anything older, a little bit more vintage, and only talking about those newer books. This one's going to be a lot harder to find, and definitely a lot harder to find in good condition. 1975, Secrets of a Haunted House. Secrets of Haunted House is got this incredible, menacing, Bernie Wrightson is his famous creator. I just love everything he does. Look at the way the lines are in the bottom where you have all this movement and motion as the top of the pumpkin comes off and this creature is coming out. So little short stories in it, little sort of an anthology book, if you will. Super great fun read of that era. You just love everything about this. This book's going to run at least $60. I don't know what kind of condition you can find. If you can find a cheap battered copy, might be worth just the fun to get it or just read it digitally. But what a great book to have and get up on that wall if you want, if that's what you're looking for. All right, I started with a bat title. I'll end with a bat title. Catwoman number 35. They have these monster variant editions. This one's actually done by Joshua Middleton. I actually kind of liked the goggled Catwoman. It kind of grew on me. I do prefer the vintage look. I do love the fact that they kind of tied in some fun stuff here with it. It's not necessarily that this is this great story, a great run, or anything like that. I just love it, and I love the fact that he just stuck with a very simple feel with just the black, the white, and the oranges, that kind of thing. So, actually, not an expensive variant cover at all. Probably between $5 and $10. I don't have any right now. I wouldn't mind grabbing some of these on a cheaper end, see if I could flip them. But yeah, just fun books and this time of the year. So there are dozens and dozens of books that we can go on, especially if we go back into the decades with these thousands and thousands of dollars. Every Halloween, they would do these books, and some of them were just like crazy in price. But I thought this would be kind of a fun little topic. We throw this out there for our Wednesday. You guys take care. I appreciate you watching. I am Bob's.